Is Elijah Moore coming back to us? Well, hey, everybody, this is GreenBean, and we're going to talk about the thing that's going on. Elijah Moore. More Elijah Moore talk. Can you believe it? This time it might actually be positive, and that is where the good news lies, the silver lining, huh? We're going into Buffalo after just the most ridiculous loss of the season for us. We lost against the Ravens. We lost against the Bengals. It's okay. You lose. The Patriots, I didn't like that loss at all. So now we get to lose against the Patriots, and we're going into Buffalo, and we're like, man, going into the bye with, a mouthful of turds. We don't want that. So good news is a welcome thing. And I found some. So let's talk about that. Before we do, I'd like to remind you how great of a move it is to hit that little like button. It looks like this, like, hey, how you doing? I'm waiting right here for you. Click it. It makes all the difference for the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the perfect time to do so. You think to yourself, why haven't I subscribed? What is this? I watch this guy all the time, and I just won't subscribe. What is it? Now's the time. Click, and it's over. You never got to think about it. You can ignore it from here on out. And it is appreciated, man. It really does help us grow. So thank you. Another cool thing I'd like to tell you about is Versus Game. You guys know I've been with Versus Game for a few months now, and it's a very cool app where you can go and see if your knowledge on certain aspects of varying situations is accurate. For example, is Justin Bieber's album going to sell more than 50 million copies? Is Mr. Beast's website going to get more than 1 million clicks? Or whatever it is. I like to do mine on sports, NFL predominantly, but I also do NBA, Major League Baseball, all that kind of stuff. And I have games out there like which quarterback is going to pass for more yards, who's going to get more touchdowns. You can get to my Versus Game by clicking in the description. There is a link right there. Go ahead and click it, and you'll be taken to my game. And you can make your own account on Versus app. You can play for no money. You can win tons of money, and it's up to you. But it's a good time. Either way, no matter how you slice it, it's a lot of fun to be able to look at these different wrinkles of situations that you think you know a lot about. You'll find out real quick. You think you're all that smart, and you find out, holy shit, I've been wrong about everything. So there you go. Versus app, link is in the description, and thank you for playing. Now, guys, Elijah Moore was interviewed this week, and it wasn't the same. And we were getting all kinds of baloney from him, all kinds of just stuff. I want to be traded. I don't get the ball. I have no chemistry. And we're like, come on, man, shut the up. Really, already? It's like, what is this, So now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get this kind of flipperoonie from Elijah Moore. He's smiling. He's happy. They caught him at his locker. He's wearing a beautiful sweater or something like that. Very nice. Very pleasant, very uplifting type of color scheme. I don't know. But he's sitting there and he's smiling, and they asked him a few things. How do you feel? You're a member of the Jets. And he said, it feels good.
Feel good, man. I had a good day of practice. We got a good week coming up. We got a good team. We got the Bills coming up, and I'm ready to play.
We had a great day of practice. We're going to have a good game this week. We're playing a good team. He's all excited, right? And they said, well, what do you think about this idea that you might be more involved in the offense? Last week you only had 10 snaps. Do you think it should be more of that? You think it's going to be more, that you get it, involved a lot more? And he very excitedly and playfully said, you're all going to have to wait and see.
You guys are going to have to see Sunday.
Huh. Who the hell is this guy? Who is this guy? This is the guy that I thought I had on my team for a long time. I never even worried about Elijah Moore. So it was a weird turn. Now, I think it was Canizero or one of these guys asks him if he's happy. Are you happy, Elijah?
Are you happy, Elijah?
He says, every day I'm happy. I'm happy all the time. I wake up. Not everybody gets to wake up, which he's right. Not everybody gets to wake up. So he makes a great point. Not everybody gets to wake up.
Every day I wake up, man, I'm happy, man. It's another day, man. I'm alive. People don't wake up every day.
But that's, look, that's it's trying to dodge. That's a little dodge. And they say, hey, you know what we're talking about, man. Are you happy that you're here. You know, with a couple weeks ago, you had some stuff. You were unhappy, right? And he said, interestingly, he said, hey, I'm human. Everybody has their days. You know, everybody has their moments as a human.
Yeah. Definitely human. I have my moments.
Yeah,
you know,
different
so
mind space now.
every day I wake up, it starts over. You know, it's a new day. So, yeah, I feel good.
And I think that's an interesting point. Now, sometimes when we make these mistakes, we say something, we do something, and we feel that we have to defend it, right? Even though maybe the next day, a week later, you don't really even agree. You don't feel as strongly as you did in that moment. You go, raw! And then, later you're like, I wish I didn't do that. But now you're married to it. Now you got to defend yourself. It's an interesting thing when you can just kind of mellow out. It says, hey, look, we all have our feelings. We all have emotions. We get mad. We get happy. We get in relationships that are terrible, right? Yeah, I loved her. Now I hate her, whatever it might be. The whole trick, right, is to say, hey, I'm not necessarily feeling that way anymore, and I'm going to move on. You know, it is what it is. I had my moments. You know, I was pissed about something. We talked about it, and that's it. Now, wouldn't it be nice if that was the thing that sticks, right? Let's say that this sticks, and Elijah Moore, they just throw him in the slot. We got Denzel Mims playing kind of the outside, the flanker, they called him in my day, the old flanker next to the split end, right? You guys even know what I'm talking about? Z's and X's and Y's. The split end, who is going to be Garrett Wilson, and the flanker, who is more than likely going to be Denzel Mims. Oh, what an interesting combo when you add Elijah Moore to the slot. We can have all sorts of motions. We got tight ends. We got crackbacks. We got all sorts of fun stuff behind the line of scrimmage. And maybe that can even give Zach Wilson a little opportunity to settle down, man. Settle down. Stop running backwards, buddy. There's nothing back there. There's nothing back there for you, bud. Just settle down, run forward. If you're going to run, take off, get 3 yards, better than 18-yard loss, better than throwing it out of bounds too. Just go forward, right? Maybe Elijah Moore's presence, his involvement can shake the defense up enough that maybe we get forward yardage. That would be really nice because here's the truth, guys. We got a good football team. We got a really good football team. We have the best football team that we've had in a long time, and it's a young football team. And like we've said all offseason, nobody gave them the memo that they're supposed to suck, that they're supposed to lose to the Patriots, to Buffalo, to the Steelers, whatever it might be. And if they go in there and they believe, anything can happen. Let the Buffalo fans come to MetLife. Let them come. Elijah Moore getting into the game plan with a young Denzel Mims, a Berrios, a little Garrett Wilson, a whole bunch of young fellas that believe in themselves. And hey, maybe we see an exciting game and maybe even pull out a victory. What do you think of this Elijah Moore stuff? Is it just is it a weird right turn or is this a new trend? You know where I'm hoping it goes. Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you. And thank you for watching. And let's go into this game and beat the Bills. Go Jets.